Something else I've decided to get rid of is a porch that I'm getting rid of an entire porch, people. I literally can't stop. I can't stop laughing. Okay. I can't stop laughing. Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel, Organized with Joy. Today's video is my monthly declutter with me, where I share with you everything I decluttered for the month. This is an open collaboration that happens each month, so I will be sure to link the playlist in my description box below if you want even more decluttering motivation. So if you're new here or just didn't know this, I always film my declutter with me videos here in my laundry room because this is where I stick all the stuff that I want to declutter. This space is right next to the door that goes out to our garage, which means the stuff is more likely to get out of our house. So that's why I'm here. But I also have a few clips that I'm going to be inserting throughout this video of different things that I've decluttered throughout this month and chronicled that in different videos that I've already shared or will soon share on my channel. Okay, so first up is just one pair of shorts. Y'all, I accidentally washed a pill in these shorts and it left a yellow stain. I am not gonna hold it up close. I doubt you can even see it on camera very well, but I notice it. In addition to that, I did find a pair of light shorts that I like that I brought into my wardrobe, and so I am trying to be better at one in, one out. So these are gonna go since I have a new pair of light shorts. And then next up, I did recently do a declutter with me video where I was working on decluttering my jewelry. You might have seen that video, but I'm gonna insert a clip here of what I decluttered from that space. Okay, so here is what I came up with. This one was really hard to let go, but the gold portion is kind of flaking off there. And then this one too, I used to wear these earrings quite frequently, but I lost one of them. And so I've been holding on to that one to see if I could find the other one, but I have not. And this, I like it, but it's very similar to a lot of the chain necklaces from Ana Luisa, and this one just isn't as high quality. It's kind of tarnishing, and actually this piece right here sometimes falls off completely, and because it's how the necklace latches, the whole necklace falls off me. So that's gonna go. Next up are some items that I decluttered from my office space, and I've actually made a couple of videos recently where I was working in this space, and one of them was when I decluttered some of my fall decor, and then I also had a paper clutter declutter video. First up is a full basket of pumpkins of varying sizes. So like I mentioned, I did declutter this in a recent video, so you could go back and watch that video. Basically, I have had these pumpkins for a very long time. Over the years, I've spray painted them and to repurpose them, and I do feel like they've lived their lives. Let me show you. These pumpkins right here, I literally remember buying these pumpkins when my son was a baby. My son, who is now turning 20 this fall. So I feel like they've lived their lives. So I'm gonna let all of these go. Like I mentioned, I also decluttered a lot of paper from my office space. In addition to that, on that day, I was cleaning out my desk drawers, and I decided to declutter this little bottle of lotion that I got for free, and also this thumb drive that no longer works. But I will insert a clip right here so you can see just how much paper I decluttered and everything else I decluttered on that day. I did want to show you everything that I'm getting rid of. Like I mentioned, some of the papers do need to be shredded. And then over here, I just have a few things that I'm decluttering decluttering from my desk. These are actually some earrings that I decluttered in a recent jewelry declutter video, and I had them in my desk because I am sending them to a friend who wants them, and I actually have that on my to-do list tomorrow to take care of that. Okay, and I'll show you a few more things that came out of my office. Actually, these two were on my porch, and then I had a third one in my office. So I recently replaced the candles that were on my porch. These quit working, and I don't believe it's a battery issue. I believe it's because they were out in the weather, actually for several years. They've just been sitting out there, and I think that they no longer work just because they've been in all of the weather. In addition to that, these were tough, but I had saved these two little pots. They used to have candles in them, and I thought I might use them to decorate with maybe some faux greenery or something. These are very fall-like, and I did not use them this fall to decorate, and so therefore I think I'm gonna go ahead and let those go. Then a couple more things from my office space. I have this microphone stand that connects to my ring light. I have never used it since I've owned this ring light. I don't foresee myself using it, nor do I use the remote control to my ring light, and I don't foresee myself using it. Y'all, I have such a hard time letting go of things that came all together. I don't know why I have that struggle. Let me know if you have that struggle too. I'm like, I still own the thing. Like, I still own the ring light, use the ring light regularly. So I feel kind of bad getting rid of this stuff, but I don't use this. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Lastly, from my office space, sadly, I have to say goodbye to this laptop. I inherited it from my stepdad actually, and it is quite old. I think it's from 2015, so it just has run its life, and so I'm gonna go ahead and let that go as well. Something else I'm getting rid of is a vase that used to be on my porch. If you watched my porch fall clean and decorate with me video, you might remember that I replaced that vase. And so I'm gonna go ahead and let go of the old one. I have had it for quite a while, but it's not in here because I have it stored out in the garage just because it's so big and bulky. Also this month, I was working on deep cleaning and decluttering our vehicle. I have some footage from that video that I can share with you where I got rid of a few things from that space as well. Okay, I have this little bin in the back of my vehicle where I just keep some blankets and some neck pillows. This is just for if we go on a trip or just in case. You know, this bin has definitely seen better days. So I grabbed this one out of my storage closet. It's just an extra bin I have on hand, and I like this one better aesthetically, but also, like I said, this one is looking a little rough, so I'm just gonna transfer this stuff into this bin. See, this is what I'm talking about. Seen better days. The gold is just kind of peeling off. If I remember right, I think I got this in the Target dollar spot probably 10 years ago maybe. I went through the pocket in the driver's side door to see if there's anything that I could discard, and I did find an expired insurance card, so I'm gonna need to print out the more recent insurance card for this vehicle. And I also had this tiny little first aid kit, but I have a first aid kit actually in the passenger side door, and this first aid kit just had a couple of bandages in it, so I'm just gonna stick those in that first aid kit and then just go ahead and get rid of this. Next up, I have decided to get rid of a few pillow covers. These pillow covers you might have remembered from my fall clean and decorate with me. I did put them out and I lived with them for a day, and I just decided I do not like them as much as other pillow covers that I own. And I do own a lot of extra pillow covers, so I felt okay letting these go. When I was going through my pillow covers, I noticed this one is broken. I might be able to fix it. The zipper part is broken. It doesn't stay closed. I could probably figure out a way to fix it, but honestly, I don't feel like I use this enough to make that worth it. I actually own 2 of this same style. I think I can just use one on a sofa with other pillows. Okay, I was also working in my storage closet this month, and I did find a few things to declutter from that space, so I will insert that footage right here. I'm gonna go ahead and let go of this wreath. It is not in great condition, and I have plenty of wreaths to put on my front door. I'm also getting rid of 3 of the storage bins because not only is 8 probably enough to keep on hand, but 8 is what fits in the space, so I'm gonna let those go. Reluctantly, I'm letting go of this N. I've had it for many years and I used to decorate with it, but I just find that I don't gravitate towards decorating with it, so I'm gonna let it go. Maybe someone else would appreciate it. And then lastly, I'm going to be getting rid of this jug of water. We had purchased 2 of these back when we lost our water service because of weather. More recently, I used one of them and it tasted weird, bad, stale, I don't know. Since I bought them at the same time, I'm assuming this one probably does not taste good either. So I am just gonna go ahead and let it go. Next up are some items that I decluttered from my kitchen, as this is another space I was working on this month. And the first thing is this drink bottle. I used to only use it for water, but I let my daughter use it for some cold pressed juice that she made, and it left residue on the bottle, and I have not been able to figure out how to get down into the very tiny hole to clean this. I've tried different things like soaking it and stuff like that. Basically, I just don't feel like it's worth messing with anymore. I do have other drink bottles that work well, and I don't think I need to keep this one. I also have some microfiber cleaning cloths that are from eCloth. I actually purchased these quite a while back, and I just noticed they just aren't in as great of condition anymore. They're starting to hold smell a little bit, and so I decided to just go ahead and replace these, and I bought new eCloth cleaning cloths. Also for my kitchen, I'm getting rid of this food coloring because y'all, I cannot remember the last time I used these. I don't even remember when I purchased these, which is not a good sign. That means they've probably been in there for a very long time. I probably used these more often when my kids were young, but now that they're young adults, I just don't find myself using these. I do have this mug, which is really adorable. It says Top Knots and Coffee, but unfortunately it's just not in good condition. I don't know, yeah, you can see that. It just has seen better days, so I'm gonna let that go. I also have this lid that belongs to a glass jar, which I was using it in my bathroom to hold bath bombs. And y'all, I cannot get that smell off of this wood. It was bath bombs from Lush, and it does smell really good. I almost want to keep this to smell it. It smells like Lush. But also the wood kind of got a little bit damaged from being in my bathroom where it was kind of humid. I actually decided to repurpose that jar though, the bottom part. I bought some flowers for my friend's birthday. Her birthday's actually today as I'm filming this. And so I just bought a bouquet of flowers to stick in the jar, and I used the jar kind of as a vase. And so I feel good about that. I'm repurposing it. The last item that I have from the kitchen is this Raising Cane's kids cup. So I recently went to have lunch with my son, and he wanted to go to Raising Cane's, and really I should not eat gluten, so fried chicken tenders is not the best option for me, but I really love that chicken, so every once in a while I'll splurge and deal with the consequences. But I will get a kids meal, so I'm not eating quite as much fried chicken. But I did hold on to this cup. I thought maybe I could use it for something, I don't know, so I brought it home with me. But as soon as I brought it home, I was like, I don't need this cup. So I just immediately sat it on the counter and here in the laundry room. Okay, friends, I always feel like I'm not going to have as much stuff next month, but here I am with a plethora of stuff to inspire you. Maybe there's things in this anti-haul in this declutter with me that will inspire you to look at the items around your house to declutter as well. But don't forget, this is a collaboration, so please check out the playlist, which I will have linked in the description box below. But as always, thanks so much for watching until the very end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.